Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, like I said, I'm live on location. But where that location is, I'll have to figure it out. Let's see, we have Nick P in here already. Thank you for sending or relaying the goods on. He's going to be traveling next summer or next year to Germany twice. In April and May, and then again in September to Munich for Oktoberfest. That's cool. Hey, Danny D, how are you doing tonight? Doing good? That's good. So, I've done some traveling this week. Fair amount. Last Sunday morning, I left home, and I traveled west from where I live. So I did have to I crossed a body of water. I had to go over a bridge. I had to use this thing. Hey, I didn't introduce you yet. Sit down. And I am in another country. Okay. You need to sit back. Sit. Not your turn. Not your turn. I am in Michigan. I am pet sitting for my cousin and her husband. Today is their 10th anniversary. This is Jasper. Jasper is 8 months old. Jasper was left for quite a while today because I had to go back to Canada for a friend's birthday luncheon. So he's been good until a few minutes ago. Hey, okay, enough. Sit. Lay down. No, sit. I am not playing. So I have crazy dog. Yep, he's hype. He's a little hyper. He's been inside all day. I did play with him a little bit when I got back. They have a dog park just out behind here, so I took him out and played ball with him for a little bit. And then I came in and made a quick dinner. Just remind you of somebody. And then I just try to sit down and try to relax and get things ready. Enough. Also, there's a cat. You can probably see him wandering around too. He's a black and white cat named Oreo. I think somebody missed me today. So the funny thing was, I decided on this topic, run for the border, long before I was ever asked to pet sit. Why don't you go get one of your toys? Get one of your toys. Go get. So the topics I have tonight are quite. Hey, stop. This could be interesting. So yeah, looks like Addie was excited when Amy comes home. And I got a friend in the basement, so we'll bring
Hello, beautiful people.
Hello, beautiful lady. How are you doing?
It's Let Loose Thursday. I just want to thank my awesome radio station to just get me happy driving when there's accidents on the highway and you're stuck not moving for forever.
Yeah. It was an interesting trip back across the border today because you know how the entrance to get on up for the bridge to Canada is like right there? No,
Just there.
those were closed. Had to get onto the highway, ended up going way down to where Bob Evans was, getting off there, getting on the other side, coming back the other way. And then
Seriously?
it was lined up. And I'm like, this is going to take forever. But it wasn't too bad.
Wow.
Oreo, enough.
Hey, Oreo, you want some milk?
I see the gluten-free Oreos over here. They're cheap. They're like 4 something US compared to our 8 something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even with the conversion, it's still cheaper.
Still cheaper.
Wow. Okay, Michael Ann, maybe we should just plan a trip once a month and go to the States.
And I did find low carb bread. I had some sandwiches and that. Then yesterday my stomach was bugging me, and then I looked at it. It's low carb, but it still has wheat in it.
Oh no!
So I didn't look close enough on that one, but I'm going to eat it anyways. Paying $5 for a small loaf of bread, I'm not wasting it.
Well, that's pretty comparable to here, the price.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to get up and close and personal with you people.
It took me longer to get on the bridge than it took me to get across the bridge and to my friend's house. No.
Wow, that's insane.
It was crazy. Well, then it's like it's 2 lanes. It says, trucks, please use the right lane. And there was still half a dozen trucks in the left lane amongst the cars. You couldn't find a quieter toy.
Hey, I got one of those chickens too.
This is a turtle. You got so many toys there. Give it to me. I can't throw it if you don't give it to me.
He's a spoiled puppy. I'm gonna try to move. Let's see, does this work? Okay, it's working a little bit better.
So I made up about 20 questions. Some of them have multiple choice. Some of them are just people can take a guess, and if they don't know, I'll tell them anyways.
Okay, who's in chat? Hi, Danny. Hi, Nick. Oh, Nick, I just realized you sent me an email. I was reading it today. Sorry, slow delay reaction on my part.
And we have a few lurkers, apparently.
Hello, beautiful lurkers. Do they want me to pinch their cheeks so they can show themselves?
Maybe. It's cool in here. I should have put my jacket on. Oh well.
Same here. The AC in this room is a little colder.
Well, they run the AC a little cold here.
I'm in the scrapbooking.
I noticed. They run it like at 68 here. It's like,
Woo!
around with it. I'm just going to put a hoodie on if I need. Who else we got? Danny.
Look at Oreo. How cute he is. Danny.
Hey. Jasper, fetch.
So you got 2 there? Not just 1.
Jasper, who's an 8-month-old puppy, smaller than Callie. And then we got Oreo going across here.
Oreo's a cat. I thought Oreo was the dog. Yeah. Okay.
Oreo's a cat. He's black and white. Mostly black. He's got white down the middle of the front. But these two get playing, and it's crazy. We see Amy's cats and dogs. Hey! Watch out for the shelf. I don't need things knocked down and broken.
Where's your water spray?
I don't know if she has one. Yeah, go back to your food. So I made up a bunch of questions. They all have something to do with borders.
Did you say food?
There was one of those here. I ended up throwing it out because it was going yucky.
It's my music instrument. I've been playing music for 2 days on it. I think I should eat it.
I think I've thrown everybody off by going late tonight. So, oh well.
I love it. Throw people off.
Well, we didn't have lunch until probably close to 2. And then they decided to look into some shops in Strathroy. It's like, I'm looking at the time going, maybe I should have drove all the way here by myself. I drove part way out to my friend Brian's and then rode out with them, but I should have probably drove myself. But I did make it back in time for this, and I was just more worried about Jasper being left alone so long because he's never been left alone this long before. He was a good puppy. I didn't find any accidents. I had taken him out for a long walk earlier. Didn't find any accidents. I didn't find anything chewed. The other day he chewed my sandal. Because this is Houdini somehow got into a locked room. I know I put the hook and eye on the bedroom when I left. And when I came back, was that Tuesday? My sandals lay in the middle of the floor out here with the top all chewed off. I was like, yeah, okay, good thing they were old.
Well, here in the U.S., stuff is a little cheaper still there.
Yeah, well, I haven't checked out Kohl's yet. I haven't made it to Hobby Lobby yet, but I'm walking distance from both.
Nice.
Went to Walmart. I went to Target, but Target didn't have any good deals. I got a couple of dresses at Walmart for the cruise. I got a power bank for my phone for the cruise. But it was looking for sandals.
The last time I bought it was in the U.S. too.
Yeah, I paid $9.98 for it, but oh well. There's another lady in the basement.
Hi.
We have Roxy.
Roxy's having the same day as me. She comes in, she goes,
Oh, by the time I got back here, and it was after 7. I was like, okay, I got to take him out. I got to play with him in the dog park for a few minutes and threw the ball. So I wore him out a little bit, brought him in, fed him, fed the cat. I tried to find something to feed myself, get my computer set up. I'm like, sat down, I'm like,
It's been one of those days.
Yep.
yeah. Cheers to that one.
It's been kind of nice, being over here, and a variety of stores to go to, and I have use of a vehicle this week, so. Until Saturday, they come back. Like they're taking the red eye home from Vegas, so they'll probably sleep for a while Saturday before they.
I would love to be in Vegas, but it's 110 out there.
Oh, it's been hot. They were walking the strip yesterday, day before. And it was hot. It's like, you guys chose to go to Vegas for your anniversary, so hey.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there. That's just too hot.
Danny says, cool. My cousin went to Target today and she got the last 2 cups of Simply Mad water. Cool.
Oh, cool.
One thing I was cool. I went to Meyer, but noticed in the bathroom they got like a bottle like this big of ibuprofen and acetaminophen, like 500 tablets. I'm like, yeah, that's the size of bottle I need.
I just opened the 50 count.
That's what I was looking for. Where did I put my pen?
Hey, I got sandals that would match your bottle. I just found sandals.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They're Adidas.
Mickey Mouse. Yeah, Mickey Mouse.
They have like a massaging on it. We would match.
Look for my note to self. I'll go to maybe Walgreens or CVS and look. Okay, who's messaging me now?
Sweet, Daddy, sweet.
Okay, my other friend's gotten home. Good.
Yay. I haven't been in the scrapbooking room for months. I'm finding all these things.
So, 21 questions. We'll see what we can get through. The first question is, what is unique about the Canada-US border?
Do I let Danny D answer it first and then I'll copy off of her? Because she's got always good answers.
It's out in the open.
It is true.
The longest one. Is it? Is it the longest one? Or is that U.S.?
It
It's
is.
the longest one. Okay. I have
It
to
is the
think.
longest. It is the longest undefended border in the world.
Yeah.
Now, the second question is, how long is the Canada-U.S. border? Wild guess.
You want it in miles or kilometers?
Either. I have both written down.
Okay. Oh.
I think it's 5 miles.
It's a little longer than 5 miles.
I would say probably you would be more closer to 1 million miles. Or, no, kilometers.
Oh, the border or the
Yeah.
border crossing?
How long is the U.S.-Canada border? Look, all the way across.
Oh,
I don't know. Kilometers.
4,000, about 4,000 miles.
I'd say more like 50,000 kilometers. I'm Canadian and I don't even know.
You're pretty close there, Roxanne.
Roxanne wins.
You're off by about 1,500. 5,525 miles, or 8,891 kilometers. It's more than
Canada was bigger than that.
More than twice as long as the U.S.-Mexico border.
Yeah, I know that one.
What is the most popular U.S.-Canada border? Is it Windsor, Detroit, Niagara Falls, Buffalo, or Sarnia and Port Huron?
I think
Niagara Falls.
Danny, do you think it's Niagara Falls? Or do you think it's Port Huron? Or
What
Windsor?
Is the most popular U.S.-Canada border? Windsor, Detroit, Niagara Falls, Buffalo, or Sarnia, Port Huron?
Which one is closer to New York? Is the one it is.
Yeah, that would. Closer to New York would be Coral. No, it would be. That would be New Brunswick, wouldn't it? The closest to New York? Or would be Montreal, Cornwall? I don't know.
It's probably the one that goes to Canada and Alaska.
Those weren't the options.
I'm still sticking with Niagara Falls because so many traffic, people come by foot and car. So that's my reasoning behind it.
Danny's saying Port Huron.
Danny's thinking all the truckers. See?
You're saying Niagara Falls, Buffalo, which would be New York. Buffalo was in New York.
Okay.
But the most popular U.S.-Canada border is Windsor, Detroit.
Windsor?
Yep. Windsor, Detroit is the busiest international crossing in North America. More than 40,000 commuters, tourists, and truck drivers carry over $323 million in goods each day.
Each day?
And there's
Wow.
two crossings there. There's the bridge and there's the tunnel.
Yeah. I forgot because we did the tunnel. So yeah, I forgot.
I've done the tunnel. I've never been across the bridge. And apparently, I think they're building a new bridge.
I never thought because it's double crossing. I never thought of that.
How many people cross the U.S.-Canada borders each day?
Each day?
Almost 250,000?
No, more.
Almost 1 million?
Yeah.
Almost 400,000? Or almost 100,000? So 250,000, 1 million, 400,000, or 100,000?
I'm going for 1 million.
I'm going to the third one.
400.
The 400,000?
Yeah.
Oops. Accidentally clicked on it. Danny's saying 1 million.
$1 million.
Roxanne is correct. It's 400,000.
See, Roxanne, she's smart.
I watched a YouTuber and they told the answer already.
How many states share a border with Canada? How many states share a border with Canada? 5, 8, 13, or 15?
Sorry, say that again. 5,
How many,
8.
how many states share a border with Canada? 5, 8, 13, or 15?
8.
Between the last two. I'm going to say 13 because it's my lucky number. Danny, what are you saying? Curling is fun anytime. Hi, Cheryl.
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 I'm going to get it right.
You said 13. Danny said 13. Roxy said 8. The correct answer is 13. Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Washington, and Alaska.
Oh, yeah. I forgot Alaska. That's why I was like, am I missing that? That's who I'm missing.
I've been in New York, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana. I've been in 6 of them.
I've been Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Did we do Pennsylvania when we came back around? Well, the Buffalo was in New York, so I did at least.
I did a few more states, but those are the border ones I've been through.
I just did like the little V. Literally, I did a V in your country.
Let's see. Where is the Canada-U.S. border located? The 60th parallel, the 49th parallel, the 20th parallel, or the 50th parallel? Which is,
I have no idea what that is. So
that's the latitude.
Are we quoting Tragically Hip with their song?
I don't know.
Meridian.
Your guess is as good as mine.
The parallels are the degrees of latitude.
Yeah.
So the 60th, 60, 49, 20, or 50?
I'm going to go with 60. Wasn't there a TV show north of 60?
Maybe.
I think I'm going to go with that.
I'm going to go 50.
She's probably going to get it right because she's been getting it all.
Danny's saying 60. The correct answer is 49.
49? Is that why it's called Lotto 49? Oh,
I don't know. Now on the flip side of question 2 questions ago, how many Canadian provinces and territories share the U.S. border? Hello, non-lifters. Welcome in. How many Canadian provinces, territories share the U.S. border? 3 provinces, 10 provinces, 7 provinces and a territory, or 5 provinces?
Say that again. What were the options?
How many Canadian provinces share provinces/territories share the U.S. border? 3 provinces, 10 provinces, 7 provinces and 1 territory, or 5 provinces?
I'm going to say 10.
Sorry?
Go ahead, Roxy.
I want to say 7.
And I said 10. Hi, long lifters.
It is the 7 provinces and 1 territory.
I'm guessing.
The 1 territory would be Yukon, right up against Alaska. How many Canadians live near the border? 50%, 75%, or 90%?
Live near
Near
the
the
border or on the border?
Near.
How many
Near.
Canadians live near the border? 50%, 75%, or 90%?
I'm gonna say 52. Or 50 as well.
How far? How
50
far does that mean from the border? Are you near the border?
It takes me, it depends. Niagara Falls is 2.5 hours. Michaelan is 2.5 hours, so I'm really not near it. That's why I say only 50%. Because if you think of the towns like Calgary, Edmonton, they're not near those. So that's what I'm thinking.
But
Those
if
are
you look
major
at the total Canadian population, they say 90% live within 100 kilometers of the border.
90?
I thought that was a little high.
How far is near? Because 2.5 hours ain't freaking
Yeah.
near.
Well, I kind of that says 2 out of 3 Canadians live near, like within 100 kilometers. I know if you look at the population map, most of your population, dense population,
Yeah.
is along the border, and then it's
Yeah.
But there are
100 kilometers?
I have to silence my.
I don't know.
How far is 100? How far is 100 kilometers versus miles?
Good question.
I'd have to, ouch. Let me calculate it for you.
So I gotta silence my messenger here because it's gonna drive me
Blank.
insane.
Mile, kilometers, miles. 1
Notification.
kilometer is 62 miles. So if I do 1 mile, 1 mile, clear this, there you go. 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers. For an easy reference, 1.5 more for Canada. So,
Yeah.
So,
That one I just kind of I don't know, but that was the answer it gave me.
I think within 70 miles of the U.S. border, there's 90% of Canada. That don't make sense.
that doesn't make sense neither.
Uh-uh.
Because
Which
too
is
many
big.
people have been going up north. I'm just saying.
Which is bigger, Canada or the U.S.?
Canada.
Bigger which way? Population or land?
Land.
Land.
Land is Canada.
Uh-huh.
Population is US.
Canada is 1.6% larger.
Yeah.
1.6.
It's not. Canada is 3,855,000 square miles, and U.S. is 3,794,000 square miles. So it's only a difference of a little over 100 or 100,000 square miles. We got all those islands.
I just say thank you, Nunavut, for all those islands. So it gives us the edge.
There is a
new
painting up here above my head from Nunavut.
Oh wow, I see it.
It's what?
If you put yourself big screen, Michaelan, we'll be able to see. Because some people are watching on their phones and it's very small. She's like, you and you're watching on your
So there's
on your
this
phone.
quote, this picture here
Uh-huh.
from Nunavut, and so is that one over there because there's there's an Inukshuk up in the there's an Inukshuk right out there. Hello, Troy Camp Maintenance Guy. Welcome in. How are you doing? Thinking about you guys. Getting excited. We're down to 120. No,
lower.
115.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I looked at it earlier. Yeah, 115. 115 days, 16 hours, 27 minutes.
Yay!
I have
Question.
in my head.
How old is Canada in 2024?
They're gonna boot me out of Canada because I can probably tell you how old is US, but not Canada.
How old is Canada in 2024? I had to calculate. The US one was even harder. Oh, wait, I gave options. Wait a minute. I gave options. 157, 175, 126, or 135.
Okay. Repeat just the options again. 1.
How old is Canada in 2024? 157 years, 175, 126, or 135?
175.
I want to say 145, but I'm gonna go 135. So I said, yeah, I had a decade off.
Any guess on it there?
Troy, it's been crazy. Have you been dealing with crazies at work?
Been crazy.
Been a crazy day.
Or yeah, he's having the same day as all of us. Like what?
Well, I'm on this side of the border, but I couldn't make
Troy,
it that far to Lake of Dreams. I'm not.
Kevin's on holiday. Tell them to come and see you. I need to say
135. The correct answer is 157.
See, told you. They're gonna put me out of Canada. I also just packed my bags.
I couldn't tell you how old US is, so we're in the same.
Well, Canada
We're just gonna swap.
Canada celebrated its centennial in 1967.
Oh, that's true because I have postcards from that.
Some of
Yeah, I wasn't.
our
alive,
coins
but-
have centennial coins.
Oh, I was 1776.
So the next question is, how old is the U.S. in 2024?
Well, that's why I got, because I know the year.
76.
248,
Oops.
200, 196, or 175? How old is the U.S. in 2024? 248,
Yeah.
200, 196, or 175?
1776. It's the 200 one.
I say 248 too.
Yeah, 248.
Yeah. It's
I
funny
have
you said the
four
year because
minutes
I know that's the only year I know in history.
Yeah, because it says on my coin 1776 to
Well, it's not the
Oh.
coins. That's why.
Well, the correct answer is 248 because they already celebrated their bicentennial in 1976.
This is good. Good watermelon.
Okay. What is the Canada national holiday celebrated next week? What is the name of the Canada national holiday celebrated next week? Hello, Kyle. How are you doing?
Hey, Kyle.
I couldn't tell you. I don't live in Canada. It's not Thanksgiving.
What do you celebrate 3 days later?
I haven't got to that yet.
In our household, we call it just Canada Day, as in the celebration of the Union of Canada.
See, ours is 4th of July, which is coming up. That's probably one of the questions.
Maybe.
Independence Day. Y'all celebrate Independence? Hey,
He said
Rick.
Canada Day. Danny said Canada Day. It is correct. Canada Day. And what date is that celebrated on? What day is Canada Day?
Next week.
3 days before the Americans.
Oh, it's on the 1st.
That's correct. July 1st. What is the U.S. holiday called? Somebody already said it.
Come on, computer. There you go.
Wait.
Great.
I put two
It's
options.
not called U.S. Day. It's called
You may say it again.
Independence Day. Is that what it is?
Yeah, 4th of July, Independence Day.
Okay.
Yeah, Danny's saying July 4th. Yes,
July the 4th, Independence Day.
I have both Independence Day and 4th of July written down. And it's
Yeah.
celebrated on
4th
Duh.
of July.
July 4th.
The day after my dad was born.
You got it right, yep. How long can a Canadian or U.S. visitor stay in each other's country?
6 months.
180 days.
6 months, 3 months, 4 months, or 1 month?
6.
6 months then.
6 months. That's what my cousin does.
Yeah, we were talking about one of the YouTubers got married to a Canadian that y'all know, or American YouTuber, Canada, something mixed thing.
So my cousin is Canadian. She's married to an American.
My great cousin's American-Canadian is married to an American. So
And because basically she works up in Nunavut for like 3 month stretches. She's 3 months up there. Then she spends a few days in Sarnia, and then she comes over here. Like she came home. She went up March 5th. She came back June 5th. She was back August 5th or August around there. And then she comes back like sometime in November or something. So she got back and forth. By the time she's crossed back a few times in the year, they're asking her like, "How many days have you been here?" We got it written down.
she's like, it's on my passport. Trust me. Like you'll see. In, out, in, out.
Going back and forth this week. I was like, I was waiting for the mask because I thought because they have to slow down that didn't know whether when it picks up your license plate if they can see who a vehicle belongs to, but they didn't ask any questions.
No, they're like, she's coming home. That's all it is.
It's got Ontario plates on it. How many border cities are there in Canada?
Border
cities.
cities.
How many border cities are there in Canada? 85, 119, 100, or 150?
I'm gonna go 119.
How many border cities are there in Canada? 85, 119, 100, and 150.
150.
Kyle saying 85, Danny saying 150, Roxy saying 150, B said 119.
Yeah.
Correct answer is 119.
Yay! I got one right. Finally. Sorry to my history teacher. I just did not like the class.
I was watching a YouTuber talk about this. I don't know the name of the town now because I don't remember. But there's one town that doesn't have. It's a border crossing, but there's no one there, and people just go through.
Yep.
No problem because it's a back road and leads to Canada.
Yep.
Well, I was crossing. We crossed out of Manitoba when we're coming back this way when we went out west. And it was literally, there was a gate they rolled across. And you pulled up, you stopped, there was a little booth here. One guy went to the front of the vehicle, one guy went to the back of the vehicle, one person was outside, asked the questions, and when they're all satisfied, then they moved the gate and you went through.
Well,
But I
this
know
had
that,
nothing there. This was a little
Yeah.
town, backwater town that had nothing, and now it may now since it's gotten put on YouTube, it may have something now, but I don't remember where it was. They just rode right on through from one state.
yeah, this was just like a dirt road too. It was like, huh. It's probably, I was thinking at the time, there's probably some other dirt roads some people know the back way, and because I don't think they could man all of them.
No,
It's not like we're not paying personnel in the military. It's not like we can't post them there.
right.
What do we say? How many? 5,000 something miles?
Yeah.
Undefended, hard to put a fence or something along. It would be expensive and put manpower all the way along there. It's an undefended border, so I'm sure there's bushwhack through the bush and get through.
I'm thinking that place that Roxy is thinking about, I think it's in Quebec.
I don't remember where it was at.
I think
And we have another lady in the basement. Although I can only see her chin and her chest, so she might want to adjust her camera a bit. There we go.
Hello.
Hello, Amy.
Hello, Amy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there's a static.
No, it's the air conditioning in the car. It's not coming through on my Bluetooth. I don't know. I don't know.
We got 4 questions left, and then we can. So what is the population of Canada according to the 2022 census? 35 million, 38 million, or 29 million? 35 million, 38 million, or 29 million?
30.
35, 38, or 29?
I want to say 30.
A lot, eh? Anything, 29. We got some 30s. Oh. Uh-oh, clicked on the wrong one. There we go. Back to chat. The correct answer is 38 million.
30 already. God, people, 4 years ago, you guys were busy doing something. I'm just saying.
I think when I was a kid, it was like 18 million. They're like, holy crap. What is the population?
I figured after the 4 years we had, it kind of dropped somewhat. But then I forgot who's in charge, Mr. Trudeau. I forgot. Sorry, totally forgot.
What is the population of the United States according to 2022 census? 350 million, 300 million, or 333 million?
333. What a guess.
The population of the U.S. according to the 2022 census. 350 million, 300 million, or 333 million?
The first one.
350?
Yeah, 350.
I said 33.
333. Danny's got 333. And Lawn Lifters is saying C, which is 333, which is correct.
Yep.
How many bridges are there between Canada and the U.S.?
Too many.
How many bridges between Canada and US? 17, 25, 12, or 30?
I'm gonna say 12.
17.
I like Ringo and Czar. Too many.
Danny
Boring.
saying
It's dying in the car. That's too hot.
Yeah, it's my temperature gauge on my car says 100. I think it's still 100 degrees outside.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you need a portable one.
It's hot here.
Yeah.
How many bridges are there between Canada and US? The correct answer is 25.
What? I missed a few then.
25 vehicle bridges and 14 train.
Wow.
How many tunnels between Canada and the US?
Probably a lot more than they think. People probably dug tunnels.
One, 3, or 0?
I think there's one.
How many tunnels between
I'm
Canada and
going to
US?
go with 0 that are known. Many more that are unknown.
3,
Detroit.
or 0?
The
One.
Detroit one. Windsor, Detroit.
Yeah.
We got 1, we got 0. Danny is saying 3.
But I'm trying to figure out if there's one more somewhere else.
Ringo saying 1 tunnel in Michigan. Troy saying 1 for sure.
That's my thinking too. One for sure.
There is 1 for sure. 1 for cars. But there is 2 tunnels between Sarnia and US. There's an old one and a newer one that are train tunnels.
Oh! I was thinking border crossing. I wasn't thinking train. Ah!
There's an
Maybe
old
you would have had this one.
no. Next time you come down, when we take a little drive around, we should take you down. Because we were almost down that way.
Yeah.
Because when we got down as far as the tent city in the park there, it wasn't much farther past that there's an older tunnel, and I can't remember what year it was built, but they dug a bigger one not too far away from it to accommodate bigger train cars, because it's mostly freight trains that go through it.
Look at that. You talk about train. Who walks back in? Nick, you missed your question.
I think we went through the old one before they retired it. I think there was like an anniversary of it or something. And the family I was a nanny for with the twins, the mom's boyfriend worked for CN and got us tickets to go on the train through the tunnel. It was kind of cool. Basically, I went through, come out the other side at the Port Huron train station. You could get off, take pictures, and get back on, and I took the 2 kids through. But it was fun. Anyways, that's it for. But it was funny. I made up this run for the border one because I thought it was Canada Day and 4th of July coming up next week, and then my cousin asked me to come. That's it.
How did you know?
Run for the border. I'm across the border. I'm at the north.
Michael, just tell the people you just wanted the Independence Day stuff before it went all missing, right? Because
You want to buy fireworks? The stand is right here and right there. Literally across the street from my apartment, you can buy fireworks.
Wow, Nick, you met somebody with a train.
I seen some in one of the stores I was in. I was like, oh, I could just walk in and buy.
have a question to the Americans. Is there a rule about fireworks? Like, can
Yes.
you?
So
Yeah, so you
each
can't.
city or state is different. Like when I lived in, the city that I originally lived in when I was little, why is there so much water? They were not legal. And then when I moved to Blue Springs, they were legal. And then they ended up making them legal in Independence. And you would see fireworks stands everywhere. Now, like when I lived in Fort Worth, they were not in the area that I lived in. And then like so much, but where I live now, I'm on like the outskirts of Abilene. Like I'm in Abilene, I have an Abilene address, but like I pass the sign that's like the welcome to Abilene sign every day. So I'm like right outside of it. And there's 2 little stands, but there's no stands on the city limits.
Gotcha.
But they're right outside. Like I've seen these stands the whole time I've lived here, and I didn't think. I thought they were like abandoned, and then all of a sudden I see an RV in front of one day when I'm walking. I'm like, and then the next day they were open.
Yeah, you can sell them. I think up like in where I'm at, you can buy them. They start selling them like 2 weeks before, but you can only shoot them off so many days before, and what I think it's only one day after. Now, if you live in Alabama, they're legal all year round, and a lot of people go over to the Alabama border to buy them.
They're sold for
Darn,
about a
Dave, you
week.
can do it all the time.
They're sold for about a week here before Canada Day and a week before the long weekend in May. And it used to be you're only allowed to set them off like on the Monday of the May 24th weekend on Canada Day. And lately, it seems like people started shooting them off days before and days after. And then also, I've heard them being shot off around Diwali, the Indian celebration of light thing. I've heard them going off then.
Addie, come on.
I laughed though, way back 30 something years ago when I went to Florida. We stopped in, is it Tennessee coming back?
Mhm.
I come back across the border. I had a box about yay big underneath my seat of fireworks.
Oh,
Not mine. There was a few that were mine, but it was like, gotta hope they don't search the car or the van.
keep the dog over there. That dog would have smelled that. That's for sure.
Yeah. No, we came back. It was pretty late, and we had the kids were sleeping. That they got sauce, and they just declare and like, oh, we got this much in souvenirs. Kept your eyes shut.
I look like the guilty party, so don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing.
I had a really good border guards across and coming back. The one on the Canadian side, just like asked me how long I was away. What'd she ask me?
Yeah,
Although
you
now
never
you're
know
not
when you're
gonna
here.
touch the
And that's a good thing.
She asked me where I was going, and I just said where I was coming from, and I just said, I'm pet sitting for my cousin. I'm just coming back. I'm there for the week, but I get coming back today for an appointment this afternoon, and then going back until Saturday. So okay, have a nice day. And basically coming back was kind of the same thing. The guy was really nice. So how are you doing today? Not bad. And yourself? I'm not bad. She anything to? No, she just. All she said was anything to declare. I said no.
Oh yeah, because you came back in and then you went back. I never thought of that.
The only thing I had that I'm always like, I'm not to declare the stuff now because my receipts are back here and I'm bringing all the stuff Saturday or Sunday. Which
You should have brought some over now.
the only thing I had on me that it was something I had purchased in the U.S. was the battery pack power thing. That just in case my phone needs to be charged but
Yeah, when I came back from Germany, they said, "Did I have anything to declare?" Well, I bought earrings and I bought another pair. But I just said I was told these are just unless it was really something big, just to say no. So I said no.
I'm glad you're still chatting with the lady. Congratulations, Aaron.
Yay!
Food on the Canadian train was absolutely amazing. Today, want a drag queen trivia question?
I'm dropping off from here and joining on my computer.
Okay. When I came back to Dallas last week, they didn't ask me anything. They just waved me through. I came back from Cuba and it was like 2:00 in the morning and there's a whole lot of people. And it's like, you got any blah, blah, blah. And like, I was like, nope. One moved along and then my brain went, oh, right. I do have it in my truck luggage. Oops.
So Nick, when he got back, that was it? They didn't, well, they must think there's a dog, there's a this, there's a that, there's x-rays.
I just got to remember that battery thing goes in my carry-on.
Yeah.
Did not even have to fill out a declaration form after I got off the plane. And interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, the only thing I told the lady, she wanted if I had anything to declare. I said, well, I bought snacks. I bought some chocolate I was eating on the plane. She said, that's okay. Keep going.
When we came back from the cruise 2 years ago, he's like, anything to declare? It's a shame that I have to go back to my country because I would stay. I said, I know I'm not supposed to joke, but it's like, this is my list. Like, nothing pretty much. I just got t-shirts. This is like, ah.
Well, I got the
And I got
food directions,
really
I got the battery thing. I got a new pop socket for my phone because my other one was falling apart.
Hey, the one I gave you got you so far.
Yeah, I did. But it was still like
Sometimes Band-Aid solution until.
it was like the one little piece of rubber was left, and I was just like, it's gonna go anytime. And I was in Five Below over at Birchwood Mall here, and I just need to pick. It was like $4. I'm like, that worked for me.
Yeah.
You look at them in Canada, and they start like at $16, $20. I'm like, yeah, no thanks.
But yet 7 years ago, they were all $1 each.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
good.
had to take a picture when I got back to the U.S. or when I got into Turkey and the U.S. Anyway, other than that, no. And I didn't really care.
They took your picture. Where are you trying to put you as like the poster girl for cute traveler? I'm just so happy for Nick. He's still talking to the girl. Yay, because she's so cute.
Oh, you're cute. You're being a good boy.
And if I'd only gotten the phone number of that cute guy that was going to catch me going down the thing, I'll catch you. Probably married and waiting on his wife to come down. I don't know.
The reason why they took Nick's picture, they want to make sure he was the same height as when he left and when he came back to make sure it didn't shrink or.
True.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a funny story? When I was in college, went to the bank. You know, it's your first time going alone without mom. And you start noticing stuff. So this girl and I, we go to the bank, and as we're leaving, it's like, you know what? I'm not exactly sure how tall I am. She goes, me neither. Well, there's the measuring things when you go through the door, so I just put my head, and I'm like, okay, that's how tall I am. Thank you. The next day I come to the next time I go, the teller she goes, I'll never forget you girls. You girls are like, measure yourself and you look at the camera. It's not going to be me who's going to be stealing. Like, I just told you how. I was like, she's like, I know you're not going to be the criminals in this place.
I'd be in there with my tape measures. Are these accurate?
And she goes, I've never seen this. She had been working at the bank for over 10 years. I said, well, we're not going to be the thieves, that's for sure. It's not like you don't know where we are.
Right.
There's a caller goes up the street, so.
Yeah, Della was standing to get my picture taken, so I can imagine it's just matched with my password.
So you had to stand, so they had to make sure it was that tall.
That's like the facial thing getting on and off the cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. Yep, that's you.
But this is my thing. What about people that are twins and stuff? Doesn't that get weird? Like,
That
I
could be
don't know.
weird.
How does AI figure out which twin is which? Because I went to school with a few twins, and they really, as child, younger, they'll really look like identical, and the older they grew up, the little slightly different they look. But
Those
Yeah.
are the ones I took care of were hard to tell apart. They were supposedly fraternal. I'm like, awfully identical to me, but just because they were two separate placentas and two separate amniotic sacs could be still the same cell splitting.
yeah,
It was like 25% chance they could still be identical, but or handsome young men.
yep. Welcome home, Amy.
Thanks.
Addie probably wanted to tell you, "Hi, mommy. Hi, mommy. I'm here. I missed you."
New water shoes.
Woo! Is he watching TV? My puppy. That Oreo cat is so calm, hasn't moved.
Be careful with this. Some cat knocked it off the table. Right, Oreo?
Here's my new tank top that I'm going to make for my birthday shirt.
Nice.
And then the other tank tops will be here tomorrow that I'm making for the In My Cruising era.
I love that. I love that.
For our cruise.
No, for the one I'm going on in 23 days.
The birthday.
For our cruise, it should be in my helping hands for cruising era.
So,
Well, folks, I think I'm going to cut it here. I'm kind of tired today, and we'll catch you next week on the 4th of July. For those who want to come in and aren't busy. Otherwise,
That's true.
you're busy. Have fun. Be safe, and we'll see you the week after.
I shouldn't be busy because I don't have anywhere to go or do because it's too crowded.
I'd be
Yeah,
working.
I don't have a vehicle, so I don't go out for Canada today anymore.
Unless my cousin decides, hey, let's go do something. I said, okay, you drive.
Have a great week, guys. Bye for now.